Yeah. Ha! Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. I'm like Ichigo, master in a red suit. This my Bankai form, I'm about to let loose. Better make your next move your best move. Straight out the gate, niggas gon' hate and try to test you. Watch who you with, who your mans, who you next to. If you take a hit with son assist like a nephew,
you can never check us. Homie, this a chess move. Wrote this on a little short bus, I'm so special. If Mav say get him, I'ma get him. Ain't no talking when I pull up. Park up, hop out, run down with my hood up. Now what the fuck are you hating for? Can't DFG get money anymore?
Turn smack rapper, only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
And even when he left Def Jam, you know, we stayed in touch and he still wanted to sign me. When I got out, he wanted to sign me and he was about to sign me, and then this record with DJ Khaled leaked and my voice was gone. I just wasn't me. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the electricity. I was beaten from 10 years of incarceration. You know, 10 years of incarceration is like being shot and you're bleeding out, but you're trying to get to safety. And it's not until you get to safety that you realize that you're ripped apart and you got holes all over you, and you might really die, but your adrenaline carries you to the point of safety before you die, or you know, God bless you, you survive and you get treated. So being incarcerated, that's why I call the second album Godfather Buried Alive, because I was dead and I willed myself into existence, and I willed myself to keep going and to not succumb to the grave. And that's how I got the deal with Def Jam. That's how I was able to shoot the video. Me and Benny Boom, I just seen him, he's doing something for Busta Rhymes. And I just seen him and Busta, another great guy, you know, came to see me in Belize when I got out. We shot the video in Clinton Denimora Maximum Facility. You know, my faculties were so sharp. I said, listen, y'all gonna come see me like y'all doing an interview. And we're gonna shoot the whole video like I'm doing the interview. But I'm gonna be spitting the song. And the guard didn't even understand what was happening. He thought we were in there shooting the video. And that's why you see me, I see you, Ma, on your $1,000 weave, masterpiece. Rolex on your sleeve. But yeah, so you know, I will myself into being alive. But when I got out, it was like the finally I'm safe. But I'm still bleeding. I'm still hurt. And I didn't take the time to make sure the doctor, you know, stitched me up to make sure I got, you know, whatever treatment I needed to get. And I tried to, you know, just go right back into the booth. God bless my brother. You know, I'm surprised. You know, I deal with policy, public administration, so I wasn't creatively involved in the documentary, but I definitely asked him to talk to hip hop, which is my guy. You know, Joshua. You know, that was the A&R for Rockefeller. Kiyamo, that's my guy. But you know, some people might not know who hip hop is, but hip hop is one of the greatest A&Rs ever.
His big brother.
And him and G Roberson came to Clinton Denimora. That's what I'm telling you. You know, you can't be nice twice. You had to have already been nice. So it's like, you know, everybody wanted me when I first came into the game. And when I was in Clinton Denimora, everybody was coming up there. They was calling me Dr. Dre. Everybody wanted to sign me again. But G Roberson and hip hop came to see me and they wanted to sign me to Interscope. But I didn't do the deal. Obviously, I did it with Def Jam, but I stayed in touch with Hop. And as soon as I came out, Hop came to Belize and built a studio in my penthouse and set everything up. And you know, that's when he had Nicki Minaj, and I was like, Nicki Minaj, like, what's that?
What's that?
He's like, yo, she's nice. Respect to Nicki. I don't want Nicki. I love you, Nicki. Nicki's a Shyne supporter. She loves Shyne. She talk about Shyne. Respect her. That's my Caribbean sister. but I just didn't understand like what was happening.
You was just coming out.
Just coming out. So I was like, you know.
Well, you had to have some clue because you.
No, she would. This is.
She's just getting started.
She just.
Yo, we gonna sit here and act like it. Come on.
When you just coming
you
out,
was dissing people while you was locked up. You knew what was going on.
No, but she wasn't around.
Right.
You
think
the
the time frame he's talking about?
All right, we moving ahead. Can we
around.
rewind a little bit? And can I ask you what inspired the 50 Cent diss?
You know, big respect to 50 Cent. Big respect to him. I think I said it on another podcast. I carry no envy, no malice. You know, he didn't send anybody to testify against me and put me in jail for 10 years. So I have no reason to have anything against him. And even the people that did that to me, I have no malice against them.
Right.
But the 50 Cent thing was a Murder Inc. thing. And again, you know, there I go, always catching strays from my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Gotti was my guy. Respect to Gotti. You know, I still have super love for him. You know, an interesting story about Gotti. When I was rapping for Leo Cohen, Gotti was dead. And Gotti's Hov's guy. And so I told Leo the story about Hov. I was like, yo, could you believe Hov ain't want to sign me and he threw away my tape? And I was like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him, but we gonna sign you right now. And Irv was probably looking at me like this nutcase, like, what's wrong with him? But Gotti ended up, you know, being my guy, being a great supporter of mine. Because, you know, once the Shyne album dropped, anybody that had any doubts or any concerns, you know, I think once the BADBOY song dropped, and they see me in Jamaica, you know, doing what I do with the throwback, you know, and just the eyes, and you could feel it, you could see it in the nostrils. You saw what it was, and you felt the record. I'm not rewriting history here. This is what, you know, the greatest have told me. Like, you know, I remember the first time I ran into Fat Joe. I think we were at All-Star Weekend in DC, and his whole team, Pistol Pete, everybody's like, yo, Commission, that's our anthem. That's all we listen to.
Right.
You know, like I won over, you know, even my harshest critics, you know, with that album. So fast forward to, you know, developing a relationship with Gotti. So Gotti wanted to sign me. And, you know, I was big on the street code. I didn't sign to Gotti. And, you know, they were alleging that, you know, 50 snitched on them with, you know, when they poked him up in the Hip Factory and all this other stuff. And that really, you know, 46-year-old Shyne, that's none of my business. I'm not picking sides, whether it's Trump or whether it's Harris. I don't get involved in nobody's business.
Right.
But, you know, young Shyne, you know, those are my guys. I'm a street guy. You know, I didn't cooperate. So anybody that I hear is cooperating, I don't want nothing to do with them.
Right.
And that's how that happened. You know, because 50 tried to sign me. Shy Money XL. You know, yeah, he tried to sign me.
Wow.
Absolutely. He'll tell you. They wanted to sign me to G Unit. But, you know, because of the relationship with Irv and then the allegations, you know, as to, you know, paperwork or whatever, you know, I was, you know, on my OG thing, and, you know, certain things I just couldn't be a part of, and I took that on myself, you know.
Do you think that was a mistake, looking back now?
Nah, that's who I was. That was my truth. You know, I stood for what I believed in, you know, when you're sitting in there with guys that are serving life and you know, that's how I felt.
You was trashing out. You went at the game. You went at a lot of people.
Well, no. We got to do the timeline. There was no game 2004. The game, we got to do the chronology. So the 50 was Behind the Wall. That was me and Clinton Denimora. I rapped that song over the phone. So that was 2004. And actually in 2004, Dr. Dre called me personally to do a song for the game, because I hadn't been doing records with anybody. I just did the deal with Def Jam. You know, I was on fire from Behind the Wall. So everybody wanted that first record. But then Manny, my guy Manny, who discovered Keisha Cole came and performed at Rikers Island before she was anybody. When I Changed My Mind remix that I ended up doing for her came out, so I had to make a choice. I had to either do a favor for Manny on this new artist, Keisha Cole, or a favor for Dr. Dre with this new artist, The Game, who they said, you know, a lot of people said
Was
sound
Manny
like
the one
me.
that bailed you out?
Right.
Manny's the guy that bailed me out.
Right.
So who people said, you know, Game got that Shyne voice and that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever. So Dr. Dre reached out to me to do that record. So The Game wasn't even in the crossfires at that time.
Right.
The Game didn't come until like 2012.
Right.
You know, when you know, I guess I would say I made a mistake about Kendrick Lamar. I will admit to that.
Right.
You know,
You take that back.
I think that was definitely a mistake. I'm not choosing sides. I think Drake is nice. I think Drake is incredible, and Lamar has obviously proven me completely wrong. But everybody got it at the time. You know, everybody was ahead of it. But I was dealing with whatever I was dealing with, and I didn't understand it. I didn't appreciate it.
Right.
But he's obviously proven to be, you know, one of the greatest musicians, you know, in our generation. So definitely that's one I take back.
Your time behind the wall, was it harder going in there as a celebrity than a regular inmate?
You know,
This is a man's world. This is a man's This is a man's world. This is a man.
To all the good women, God bless you all. I ain't even trying to stress you all. If the world up and just left you all on the edge to fall, I'll rescue y'all like a fireman.